Have you ever paused to notice the small things that bring a smile to your face? The moments that catch your attention without any obvious reason. Most of us barely register them. Maybe we just scroll past it, we laugh, we think to ourselves, oh, that's cool, or that's amusing, or that resonates with me, and then we move on and we don't think twice about it. These fleeting sparks, these fleeting sparks of joy, these fleeting sparks of peace that we may get from consuming a piece of content or listening to someone express a certain idea, these things that we're naturally drawn to, they're signposts. They're guiding you towards something about your own curiosity, your own joy. And I think it's important to pause and reflect on why this may be the case. At first glance, maybe the things that we're consuming are just mere entertainment, but if you look closer, it could reveal something about you. It can reveal what truly energizes you, what truly inspires you, or even what you might want to pursue in your own life. It could be pointing you toward your purpose. When something catches your attention and brings a smile to your face, it's easy to let it pass by as just a fleeting moment of enjoyment. But there's a hidden insight in those small sparks of joy if you take the time to really notice them. Instead of just scrolling past, for example, pause and ask yourself, why am I drawn to this? Obviously, sometimes the things that put a smile on our face are just simply a funny video or a piece of entertainment we think is funny, and there's really not a lot of deeper meaning behind it. But in some cases, maybe there is deeper meaning behind it. And I think it's worth pausing and reflecting and questioning whether or not there is a deeper meaning behind why this particular piece of content or this particular thing is resonating with me or is really inspiring to me. Of course, I understand that sometimes joy is meant to be lighthearted, but sometimes it might point you to something deeper about who you are or what you value. Maybe the thing that's putting a smile on your face is something that you used to love as a kid but forgot about as you grew up and got older, but it's something you used to love. Maybe seeing that piece of content or consuming that thing is kind of pointing you or nudging you in a direction that's going to allow you to investigate, maybe this is something that I should be doing. Maybe this is something that I should pursue. By paying attention to these things, paying attention to these impulses, you start to map the patterns of what excites you, what inspires you, and what naturally draws your attention. And over time, these observations can guide you toward your passions or your goals or things that you would just like to pursue if you let them. So, the whole purpose of this recording is just to say, notice what brings a smile to your face. Follow your laugh, follow your excitement, follow what inspires you. Notice them and question, why is this the case? What is this trying to point me toward? Again, maybe it's just lighthearted and there's not a deeper meaning to it, but maybe there is a deeper meaning to it. If you notice time and time again, you feel a certain way while you consume something, you feel really inspired when you see something, or it excites you to a degree where you want to actually fully immerse yourself in this thing, there could be something significant in that. I think it's funny because so many of us just are on our phones, we consume so much content, so we ignore these moments because we think that they're trivial. We tell ourselves, oh, it's just a silly video or it's just a fun hobby. But in reality, these seemingly small things shape who we are and what we become. They influence the ideas we pursue, the energy we cultivate, the creative directions we take. By noticing and questioning them, and we ask ourselves, why does this excite me? Why do I feel inspired by this? Why do I feel lit up when I hear this person say this about this? Why am I drawn to this? Why am I naturally drawn to this? We start to understand ourselves better and we uncover these hidden interests and maybe even discover paths we never even considered before, right? The world is full of distractions, but the things that consistently make you feel alive, the things that make you feel inspired, the things that light your heart on fire, those are worth paying attention to. So next time something makes you smile, Next time you notice that you feel all this joy or something really resonates, something brings peace to you, pause and ask yourself why. Explore it. It's worth exploring. And if you find, you know what, maybe it is just a hobby, or maybe it is something that really doesn't have any deeper meaning behind it, okay, that's fine. But I think it's worth exploring because you might just find a new layer of yourself waiting to be discovered. When we choose to explore these things that excite us, that really resonate with us, we begin to uncover hidden interests that may have been buried beneath routine, beneath our routines that we just have in our day-to-day lives. They get buried underneath the obligations and responsibilities that we have. They get buried beneath the constant noise of daily life. But these small joys and fascinations are like signals. They're like quiet signals pointing us toward certain paths, certain passions, certain creative pursuits that we may have never even considered otherwise. The world is overflowing with distractions, but the experiences, ideas, or moments that repeatedly make us feel alive or different in a certain way, they carry meaning, even if it's subtle. And by noticing them and questioning them, not in a negative way, but just noticing them, we give ourselves the chance to explore new directions and then just to experiment and connect with aspects of our own identity that have been waiting patiently for recognition. When you're present and you're open to these opportunities, when you're present and open to noticing these things that make you smile repeatedly, like you have no idea how much your life can change just by following that or questioning that, taking the time to ask yourself, why is this the case? So, again, just to reiterate, next time something makes you smile, next time you choose to follow your laughter, pause, get present, and really ask yourself, why is this the case? Reflect, explore, and allow yourself to follow that curiosity, even if it feels small or even if it feels insignificant, because over time, those small sparks can lead to profound discoveries that just reveal layers of yourself that you might never have known existed. And maybe they're guiding you toward a life that resonates more deeply with who it is you truly are. You never know unless you question them, unless you notice them and you follow them. So that's really all I wanted to get across in today's recording. I genuinely hope that you got some value from listening to this, or this inspired you to, again, just question and notice what makes you smile, what makes you feel joy, what makes you feel at peace when you see it, when you watch it, when you hear someone talk about it. What really resonates with you? Follow your smile, follow your laughter, and just see what happens. Maybe again, maybe it's nothing, but maybe it is something. And your whole life can change if you choose to follow it. So, again, I hope you got some value from listening to this. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of Presence of Being and everything that we're building here at Presence of Being. If you have any recommendations for the things that you want me to talk about in these recordings, you can always message me. My DMs are always open. You can go to presenceofbeing.co and grab a hat and support what we're building here, which is just promoting a more present way of life and promoting people to look inward and center themselves, because I really believe that the best version of you is when you're present. You're able to be the best version of yourself and the most authentic version of yourself when you connect more deeply with the present moment. So, yeah, that's it. If you like this video, leaving a like, commenting helps a lot. Leaving a positive review on the podcast if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify also helps a lot. And of course, sharing this episode. So, thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next recording very soon.